What's going on, guys? Moses back for another MX Ramble video. What was better, the Sega Genesis or the Super Nintendo? It depends if you're a fan of Sega games, Sega Genesis games, or Super Nintendo. But there was a battle between what was the better 16-bit system. I don't know. I like both. But there were some things that were better on the Super Nintendo than it was on the Sega Genesis. There was better music, and it's just my opinion, there was better music in the Super Nintendo games. And there was some good music in some of the Sega Genesis games. For example, Sonic the Hedgehog. But not all the games on the Sega Genesis had good music. That's part of the reason why the Sega Genesis died. The other reason was the people at Sega, they were running out of ideas to come up with new consoles and stuff, so they couldn't keep up with Nintendo. Basically, Nintendo was already like dominating the world, and yeah, so Nintendo was doing better. Basically, they just had better ideas than the Sega Genesis. That's just my opinion. Sega, they still do video games and stuff, but they don't make consoles anymore. And I think, the Sega Genesis died after... Sorry, guys. Let me move this a little bit. Alright. The Sega Genesis died after they came out with the 32X. Speaking of 32X, I have a couple 32X games. Let me show you guys. Let's see. I got two of them. To be honest, this is one of the popular ones on the Sega. I'm shocked because the 32X was a piece of crap. Let me show you. Put this down right quick. Doom on the 32X. Hey, no end labels. Oh, sorry, I'm blurry. This is a weird racing game I have. I haven't played these ones yet. There we go. Sorry, it's just a it's hell trying to fix the focus on this camera. It's so tedious. Anyways, back to the conversation. So yeah, what was better? I have no idea. I think I like both of the systems. I would care less if the music was crappy in the games. I mean, for example, the music wasn't too good in Zombies Ate My Neighbors. But this was one of the best games on the Sega Genesis. Toe Jam and Earl. The music in Toe Jam and Earl was... I'm going to break everything in this room. The music in Toe Jam and Earl... Yeah, it's called Toe Jam and Earl. You guys can look it up if you want to, if it's not too close. I don't want to take the time. It's hell trying to fix the focus on the camera. So Toe Jam and Earl, the music in the game was mediocre, but the music was still good. Only for Toe Jam and Earl because sometimes the music has to go with the video game. If it doesn't, it's kind of crappy because sometimes the music, that's what makes the video game. For example, if I'm not making any sense, like when the first Sonic the Hedgehog game came out, if they didn't have that certain kind of music for the first Sonic game, it probably wouldn't have did good, because you had to have good music when the actual first think about it, it's Sonic the Hedgehog. You had to have good music. Oh, sorry about that, you guys. It still works though. You know how many times the Super Nintendo has fallen and it's never... I've had the Super Nintendo for 10 years, almost 11 years, and it still works. No matter how many times it's fallen. It's insane. I just got this one. And it's just brand new. seal. It's pretty good. So yeah, that's my take on the Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo. You know what? You know what it's about? Just play whatever you guys like to play. It doesn't matter if the music's crappy. What video games were better? It's it's your taste basically. If you like Sonic games, you know, play the Sega. If you like Mario games, what else? What else is popular on the Super Nintendo? If you guys like the Donkey Kong country games, play the Super Nintendo. What do I have this? Oh, I have this over there. I'll put this over there later after I finish talking. So that's about it, you guys. Wanted to talk a little bit more about the video game consoles I had, and I'm thinking of doing like mental health videos, so I can help people get through certain things like mental abuse and people who's gotten picked on at school and things like that. But first, I need to do my research before I start educating people about mental health. I'm gonna do and I always do my research before I make certain videos and stuff. Plus, yeah, the video game vlogs and yeah, what else? Yeah, I'm still trying to get my gameplay videos in order and stuff. Yeah, so there's so many videos I want to get done. It's just sometimes I just don't have the time because I have a job and my personal things in life, and you know how it is, you guys, because I know some of you YouTube creators out there, you guys have things going on outside of YouTube, so you guys know what I'm talking about. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of things I'm going to be doing here on MX Rambles. And another thing, the Mix Kid videos, I'll try to when I start doing the Mix Kid Ramble videos, he's going to be talking about certain things, like just things that bother him basically. Just like, I don't know how to explain it, but I'm going to try to start doing some more Mix Kid videos because I want to start giving that character more exposure. Oh, and speak of the devil, Mixed Kid shirt. So yeah, that's about it, you guys. Remember to smash that like button, subscribe, Twitter and Instagram down in the description below, and I'll see you guys later. Let me put this back on the shelf over there. If you guys wanna, you know what? I might make a video later in the future, and I'll show you guys my new setup for my video game consoles. It looks different now. Oh, sorry, my voice. It looks different now. So I have two shelves. This one right here, and this one right here. I had to build another shelf because I had too many consoles. So, because I couldn't have like the Super Nintendo on top of the PS2 anymore. So I had to split them up. I had to build a new shelf. All right. So that's about it, you guys. Let me put this back up on the shelf. Peace.